All right, so we just installed the MPX big front mount, which I did an unboxing video on, which you might see before this or after this video. We have everything else hooked up on this right now. The cold air kit, the batteries installed, the battery tray. I wired up all the boost solenoids. Obviously, we did the blue line delete because we have an aftermarket blow-off valve. So we just have the PCM boost control and yeah, that stuff set up. The red one and the other one for the wastegate. So I'm going to open up the back door. We're going to get this thing. We're going to do an initial fire up on this. Like I said, I'm going to keep my fuel relay out. That way I can crank it over. Hopefully there's enough charge in this so we can get some oil in through the turbo because we didn't. How can I say it? That turbo's been off for a while and I did clean everything out. All right, there we go. Now, let's put in our fuel relay. Cycle up our key. Double check for leaks. Looks good. For a moment. Alright, all that was is this car has an aftermarket DCR push rod up under the dash. So initial start, something that's untested just yet. We have too much push on our clutch, so we're going to be readjusting that real soon. But we're firing this thing up for the first time. There it is. I mean, smoke machine. I'm going to bring this thing up to temp, keep an eye on it, make sure that the fans cycle on. I'll get a couple more videos of it. I got to open the door and let everything breathe out, and probably I'll be adjusting that clutch pedal. Alright, so in the last video you seen we actually have it started up, it's running. But we had an initial noise on fire up. To find out, we have a problem. Some things just happen. It doesn't matter how many times you do something. So rudely interrupted with a dead battery. I'm telling you, GoPro Hero, 8 problems. These batteries are so small. Anyway, so we had that initial noise on fire up. I did readjust the clutch length. It didn't push in as far, but we have a problem. We have no engagement and no disengagement with the clutch that we installed. We had used a Clutch Masters clutch. I'm not sure what stage or whatever. Everything seemed to go in okay. There was no problems, no issues there. By looking through the inspection window, there's like no place, because typically, like, if you over push your fork, you can see where the end of it rubs the pressure plate. So I don't know what's hitting or what's making the noise in there, but with it running without the clutch pushed in, you can push it into any gear. There's no disengagement, no engagement as far as the clutch is concerned. It will start right up and run, no problems, so we don't have any problems there, which we knew the motor was tested. The transmission should not be an issue. I mean, it worked when it came in here. We ran it through the gears. The motor we know worked. The clutch right now is our only questionable thing. I had taken it in with some other parts. It looked okay. We centered it out. We tightened the pressure plate down. And we installed it no different than we would any other type of modular style clutch. So, how can I say it? It could be one of two things, okay? First thought, okay? The transmission's in neutral, and for some unknown reason, the shift selector tip broke off and it's not moving any of the forks. It does sound like it is actually shifting, but I have no way to confirm that. Option 2 right now that I can think of is maybe I put the clutch disc itself in backwards. It's a possibility. So those are one of the two. The second is the most likely. I won't know till I pull it apart. It was a used clutch. It was someone actually had the pressure plate separated from it when I got it. So when I had installed it in here, or actually, what can I say? I actually separated it, took some pictures of it because I was going to list it to see if anybody needed it and pass it on. But we ended up using it for this car because we needed a clutch, and I don't know, like I just pulled it off and it was sitting here. It was already bolted together somewhat. So I basically just centered the clutch disc out in it, tightened down the pressure plate in the star pattern, and installed it. Maybe I should have separated it, inspected it one last time, because as much as I went over everything on this car, I completely assembled everything knowing I wasn't going to have a problem, and this is what happened. So I'm going to get in here. I got to pull the wheels, got to pull the axles, drain the transmission, unbolt the transmission. I've done this. Like, we just did the Red Mule. So we did 7 or 8 transmissions overall in that car and 2 engines. So I should have this thing out of here in a couple hours. I really wanted to have it done yesterday so that I could bring it up to temp and burn some of the oil out of the exhaust. But at that point, there was no sense. So, but we know everything else is correct. We had no check engine lights on initial fire up. Everything just worked the way that it should. So we gotta pull the cold side pipe. I'm just pulling the intake because it makes it easier for me. This new gasket will be okay being reassembled. We're gonna pull our fuel relay just to be safe. And then I got to pull my shift cables. I've got every single bolt in here the way that it should be. And everything's assembled correctly here. So it's just going to add a little bit more time to it. But all I can say is it ran. It didn't smoke. And it's going to be a beautiful car as soon as this part is addressed. So I'll show you a little bit along the way. If you've watched a bunch of my other videos, you've seen all the stuff that I've done and taken cars apart. So yeah, let's get the strands out of here. Should take maybe an hour or two. I should time myself as long as I pay attention and don't answer messages. So all right, I'm going to start my timer here. Where do we go? I don't even know. Stopwatch. All right, see how long this takes. Hopefully I don't get too many messages I got to reply to. I'll be back. All right, hour and 20 minutes sitting on the floor. All right, so right now at this point I need to pull that clutch off, separate the pressure plate. I'll probably show that. Like I said, you know, you just sometimes stuff happens. I gotta figure out what happened. What did I do wrong? And then double check this trans, which that'll be easy to make sure to see if that thing goes in gear. Stick my finger in here. Yep, definitely good there. Let's pop this clutch apart. Okay. Clutch is on the right way. I never have any fucking good luck with these clutches. Like, there's no reason why it wouldn't work. None. I still don't get this. Not one bit. Plenty of good clutch material on here. The flywheel looks like it has almost no use. Does this thing spin in the middle or something? I don't know. Every time I try using one of these, we have these problems. Maybe this is why somebody sold it. Like I said, it made a weird noise. You would have thought, okay, it might have hit here and here and here. So the clutch fork was hitting. But I did pull out the master, or the slave was pulled out of the transmission. I do have a couple little bits of chips of paint right here, which I'm thinking is going to be, because this is a high spot right here. And you can see there's one and there's one. That's what I was pointing at. But I don't, honestly, I don't see any reason why this shouldn't be working. None. It's just totally weird. So I guess maybe at this point we need to try another clutch. I mean, I'm going to double check this transmission a little bit more. Just like I said, something highly unlikely. I just know my only untested part is this. I don't have any words. I really want to know. At this point, our only option was to take the one off of the engine that we had removed from the car because we knew it worked for now. If something gets changed and we want to put a different aftermarket fork or aftermarket clutch into this, that's something we'll just have to address then. But the transmission's up in. I am looking at, man, where's the time? 11:09. I'm about 2 hours into this, just a little bit over 2 hours. The trans is back up in. I'm going to work on getting everything bolted back up, just to the point of actually getting the car to run and start up, and then I'll finish like the charge pipe and everything else. But I want to make sure that this thing's going to go through the gears first this time. Everything we will be installing will be stuff that we knew had previously functioned correctly outside of said clutch. So I didn't see anything wrong with that. There's nothing visually wrong with it. There's nothing visually wrong with anything else. Man, it really has me wondering. Like I said, I don't know what it would be. So let's get this together. Let's make sure it was just the clutch. All right, vacuum lines are all back on. Everything's reassembled. Wheels are on. Let's fire this thing up again. Clutch. Bad clutch. Unbelievable. Oh, that's a new one. Anything else?